Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a food that's loved all around the world. Pasta. We've all been there, standing in the grocery store aisle, staring at a wall of pasta boxers. You've got the super cheap store brand right next to a fancy, imported one that costs 4 times as much. And you wonder, is it really worth it? Is there actually a difference? Well, I'm here to tell you, yes, there's a massive difference. And by the end of this video, you'll be a pasta spotting pro. You'll know exactly what to look for to elevate your home-cooked meals from just okay to absolutely restaurant quality. So, what separates the good from the bad and the ugly in the world of pasta? It really boils down to 3 key things: the ingredients, the manufacturing process, and how it performs in the kitchen. Let's start with the most fundamental part. The ingredients. At its simplest, dried pasta is just 2 things: flour and water. But the type of flour makes all the difference. The gold standard for dried pasta is 100% durum wheat semolina. Say it with me. Semolina. This isn't your regular all-purpose flour. Durum wheat is a very hard type of wheat, high in protein and gluten. When it's milled, it creates a coarse, golden flour called semolina. This high protein content is crucial. It's what gives pasta its structure, its firmness, and that signature al dente bite we all crave. So, how do you spot a good one on the shelf? The first thing to do is read the label. Look for the words 100% durum wheat semolina. If the ingredient list says wheat flour, enriched flour, or a blend of different flours, it's likely a lower quality product. These pastas tend to be mushy, starchy, and break apart easily when you cook them. They just don't have the structural integrity to hold up. Good pasta made from pure semolina will also have a lovely amber, golden color, not a pale, washed out yellow. It should look vibrant, even in its dried state. Now, let's move on to the second, and perhaps most important factor: the manufacturing process. This is where the magic really happens. It's all about 2 words: bronze and slow-dried. Let's talk about the die first. A die is basically the mold that shapes the pasta. Think of it like a Play-Doh press. You push the dough through, and it comes out as spaghetti, penne, or mass-produced. Cheaper pastas use modern dies, made from Teflon or other non-stick materials. This is great for speed and efficiency. The dough slides through very quickly and smoothly. The result is a pasta strand that is very slick, shiny, and almost plasticky to the touch. The problem with this super smooth surface is that your sauce has nothing to cling to. It just slides right off, pooling at the bottom of your bowl. You end up with naked pasta and a puddle of sauce. It's a sad sight. Artisanal, high-quality pasta, on the other hand, is extruded through what's called a bronze die. These are traditional molds made from bronze. Because the metal is rougher, it creates more friction as the dough is forced through. This process is slower and puts more stress on the machinery, which is why it costs more. But the result is a pasta with a uniquely rough, porous, and chalky-looking surface. If you run your fingers over a piece of bronze-cut pasta, you can literally feel the texture. It's not smooth at all. This rough surface is a game. It acts like 1,000 tiny little hooks, grabbing onto your sauce and holding it tight. Every single bite is a perfect marriage of pasta and sauce. The flavor is more integrated, the experience is more satisfying. It's the secret to why a simple bowl of pasta in a good Italian restaurant tastes so much better than what you often make at home. So, check the box. Many premium brands will proudly state bronzda or trafilata al bronzo on the packaging. It's a seal of quality. Next up in the manufacturing process is drying. This is another crucial step that's often overlooked. Industrial pasta producers need to make millions of boxes a day, so they dry their pasta very quickly at extremely high temperatures. Some estimates over 90 degrees Celsius or 195 Fahrenheit. They can get it done in just a few hours. This high-heat, high-speed method essentially flash cooks the pasta. It can damage the protein and gluten network we talked about earlier and cook away some of the subtle, nutty flavors of the wheat. Conversely, traditional pasta makers dry their pasta slowly at low temperatures, sometimes for as long as 2 or 3 days. This gentle process preserves the integrity of the semolina. It protects the gluten structure, ensuring the pasta will cook up perfectly al dente. It also retains the delicate, wheaty flavor that should be a component of the dish, not just a bland carrier for sauce. Slow-dried pasta has a more complex, satisfying taste all on its own. While the packaging might not always specify the drying time, it's another reason why those artisanal brands command a higher price. They're investing time to create a superior product, so we've got our high quality 100% semolina bronzcut slow-dried pasta. Now for the final test. How does it perform in the kitchen? This is where everything comes together. First, the cooking water. When you cook a cheap, low-quality pasta, the water often becomes very cloudy and thick almost immediately. That's all the excess starch leaching out of the pasta because of its poor structure. With a good quality pasta, the water will stay much clearer for longer. Of course, it will still get a little cloudy. That starchy water is liquid gold for finishing your sauce, but it won't be a gummy, pasty mess. The next indicator is resilience. A good pasta is forgiving. It has a wider window for achieving that perfect al dente texture. You can taste it a minute before the box says it's done, and it's firm. You can taste it a minute after, and it still has a great bite. Lower quality pasta goes from undercooked to a mushy, overcooked blob in the blink of an eye. There's no margin for error. And finally, the ultimate test. The sauce clinging power. After you've drained your beautiful bronzcut pasta, reserving some of that cooking water, of course add it to your sauce. Give it a good toss. You'll see the difference immediately. The sauce won't just coat the pasta, it will become one with it. The ridges on the penne, the twists of the fusilli, the rough surface of the spaghetti, they will all be filled and coated with delicious sauce. Every single bite will be a perfect, harmonious explosion of flavor. You won't have that sad puddle of sauce left in the bowl. So let's do a quick recap. When you're at the store, what should you look for? 1. Check the ingredients for 100% durum wheat semolina. 2. Look for the words Bronze or Trafilata al bronzo on the box. 3. Notice the color. It should be a rich, golden amber, not pale yellow. 4. Look at the surface. It should appear matte, porous, and a little dusty, not slick and shiny. I know what some of you might be thinking. Okay, but that fancy pasta is so expensive. Does it really make that much of a difference? My answer is a resounding yes, especially when the pasta itself is the star of the show. If you're making a simple cacio e pepe, a carbonara, or an aglio e olio, where the ingredients are minimal, the quality of your pasta will make or break the dish. It's the foundation of your entire meal. Even if a box of premium pasta costs $3 or $4 more, that is still an incredibly affordable price for a meal that can feed a whole family and taste like it came from a high-end restaurant. You're upgrading your entire dining experience for less than the price of a cup of coffee. So, I challenge you, next time you're shopping, buy 2 boxes of pasta, your usual go-to cheap brand, and a high-quality one using the tips we talked about today. Cook them side by side with the same simple sauce. Do a taste test. I promise you, you will see, feel, and taste the difference. You might never go back. Cooking is all about understanding your ingredients, and pasta is a perfect example of how a little bit of knowledge can completely transform your food. It's not about being a snub. It's about appreciating craftsmanship and getting the most flavor and enjoyment out of your meals. Thank you so much for joining me on this pasta deep dive today. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please hit that like button and consider subscribing for more delicious content. Let me know in the comments what your favorite pasta shape is and if you're going to try the pasta challenge. I'd love to hear how it goes for you. Until next time, happy cooking.